Dobby is my day-to-day. He is my safety. He's my buddy. He's given me my freedom back, really, is what he's done. So I initially made the choice to serve just because I've always felt like I had a desire to serve more than just myself, and that's exactly what I would be doing. And the Marine Corps just, to me, seemed like the best. It was May 2nd of 2011. We stepped out on patrol in the morning, and we could all just kind of instantly feel that that day was going to be different. As we were patrolling, we noticed that a motorcycle was kind of hanging around us, searched the person a few times, and then a little later on in the patrol, that same motorcycle came through. Second individual on the back climbed off, turned around, and detonated a suicide vest. That was kind of when everything kind of became real, and we realized that we weren't invincible. So for me, a lot of my injuries are, I guess you could classify them as like the invisible wounds of war. Post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury. I'm extremely fortunate. I don't have missing limbs or scars on my body, but at the same time, that almost makes it harder because from my outward appearance, most people would probably think that I was perfectly fine. But oftentimes day to day, being in social environment, going to the grocery store, going to the mall is very hard for me just because I'm not comfortable. So Dobby has kind of come in to fulfill that role and kind of help me to come out of my shell and be more of who I was before I went on deployment. So Dobby fills both roles. He is both service animal and family dog, which at times can be a difficult distinction to make. Luckily for him, he just kind of naturally took to it. When he puts his vest on, he knows that he's going to work and that it's time for him to kind of just focus on me and fulfill the role. A lot of times he is watching my back, making sure I'm comfortable. He's very in tune with how I feel emotionally, and when we're at home and we're just kind of hanging around as a family and he's not working, he's playful, he's a family dog, he's playing with the kids. There are some times that I've noticed where I'll come home and he can just kind of tell that I'm off or I'm having a bad day, and I'll get home from work and his focus will immediately be on me.
We just adore him. He's a sweet dog, he's gentle, and who knew that he was such an amazing dog that was going to have such a big impact.
My wife is really the rock of the family. If it wasn't for her, I probably would have never even considered getting a service animal because I was stuck in that mindset of my injuries aren't bad enough. Even to this day, oftentimes I don't think that I deserve him, but she finally got me to do it, and I met the people at Delta Dog and they decided to accept me into the program.
At Operation Delta Dog, we only use rescued animals, and these dogs are in as much need as our veterans are in need.
Dealing with rescues obviously has its challenges, but the benefit that it has is that for me, obviously suffering from sometimes almost crippling anxiety, Dobby is also suffering from anxiety. And then when I'm out with him, my concern is less about myself and my own anxiety, and I'm concerned in making sure that he's comfortable and that he's doing okay, and that I'm giving him the attention that he needs.
When Paul matched with Dobby, he really started opening up with his other veterans, sharing about himself, but also kind of taking in what his peers were going through. And that's a tremendous win at the end of the day.
Volunteering at Operation Delta Dog has refulfilled my sense of purpose. To hopefully be there and be able to be an influence for someone who's coming in and is not as comfortable with the idea of having a service dog. If I can put someone's mind at ease for them to fall in love with the dogs and fall in love with the process, then I'm more than happy to do that.
He's so selfless, and being a part of this organization just gives him an outlet and he can give back. He can't serve our country anymore, but he can serve the people in his community and his fellow brothers and sisters in arms.
I think as veterans, we naturally want to act like everything's fine. I think it's very important that we get the help that we need, and when opportunities are provided to us to get additional care or to get a service dog, try and look past the fact that maybe you feel shame or you feel like you're not worthy of it. You know, all these things are here for each and every one of us, and we have to use them because we are our own living legacy.